One of the criminal things about what happened in the long run is that Bruce and Wilma were the two litigants in the case that we won. But as you know, by the time we won, the chance of completing education for Bruce and the others was buckless and none.
I hope it drills down and finds out exactly why was Northlands shut down. What was the hidden agenda about closing the school?
It feels like that should be a crime.
I mean, numbers should never have been the poor excuse.
To come back as a community, I think is really important because there wasn't closure.
A lot of people have forgotten about Northlands. It is time the story was retold because it was a huge success.
But in some ways, I don't want to dampen that, but you know, it's a shallow victory in a way because nothing's really changed still. And that was nearly 30 years ago.
In brief, the story it tells about assuming that First Nations people, children, families, etc., can be absorbed while retaining their sense of dignity and self-respect into a colonialised environment, which is rubbish, always was.
I'm serious when it thinks, why can't we be who we are and, you know, I've seen my grandparents die and fight for the same thing and knowing that generations before us, and it's getting more and more watered down, you know, more and more watered down. It's like that smoother dying pillow, you know, all of those different things. That's what I see in this fight. It is a fight, it's a resistance.
Where Kooris can come here, walk with their heads up high, feel proud of what they are, not be hassled for that, and have sensitivity and respect accorded them. That makes, apart from anything else, that makes this place unique in Australia.
Going to Northland, it was like, okay, we've got people on the same page as me and that see things the way that I see them, and coming up against the same issues that I was coming up against. But like at Northlands, we had the support network there to deal with it and help us through it. Those projects, Binna Binna and What is a Warrior, to have that the voice and show kids that they do have a voice and it does matter. I think it changed a lot of them, like for life.
I used to come down here, do what Pop said, listen, to get rid of all the voices in my head.
Listen to me, your mum would have been disappointed in you.
Shut up! I'm gonna be a warrior, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong.
You know, when Lynn approached me and she said, we need to work together to tell this story, and I felt very strongly that it was an important story to tell, not just about the school, but the wider story about the inequities and that are still happening. And we have to learn as a community what works.
Why do people want to change it? I think it should be a showplace and a showcase. People should say, hey, this is where race relations in this country is working.
It was a unique national role model of what was possible if people genuinely made an effort across communities to communicate with each other, to treat each other with mutual respect. It was a microcosm of what Australia could one day be like.